Booyaka, booyaka, run to you niggas. Booyaka, booyaka, run, run, run. Booyaka.
No intro this morning because we got a lot to get through. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Gravity, any day above ground, live it. We got a lot to get through this morning. I'm not wasting time. Blacklight, how are you this morning?
I'm good. What's going on with you, bro? Glad to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Yes, sir. All right. So y'all already know what this is. Last week, I got hella grifted content. I got so much content out of that initial podcast clip. We all know what it is. We ain't got to belabor it because we're going to see it again. But did you know that channel decided to put up the full clip? Very good. I applaud you. So we got about 40 minutes of content to get through, family.
Let's get it.
And let me tell you something. Now, I heard a little bit of it. If you thought the initial clip was bad, the initial video, this was worse. Because they're really about to get into why they don't like Black America. Woo. But let's get it. All right, let's see who's in the building. Fee, hello. Emmanuel Carey, hello. Torian, hello. And CRU Realty, hello. This is going to be fun. And by the way, I'm such an asshole. We're not going to go on their YouTube channel and get the clip. Oh, no. Your boy downloaded the clip.
You downloaded it?
We downloaded the clip.
They're not getting a dime of AdSense.
Hell nah. No watch hours, none of that.
That's funny.
But we're going to start off right where their initial video stopped. And we're going to get into it. Now, the girl next to Ivan is called BB. And BB, we said, was the Kim of the Tether Rangers. She's about to be very emotional, family. Are y'all ready? Rob, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's check it out.
All right, here we go.
Get that water. He about to get this work. He about to get this work.
Early 1990s. She was going to Palm Beach Lakes. My mama had to drop out because there was jumping Haitians. Black Americans was beating up Haitians, and she did not feel safe and dropped out of school.
See, my mama went to Atlantic, and she stabbed a motherfucker for being racist to her. So I just hope y'all understood that back in the day, motherfuckers was slicing y'all necks off, playing with the motherfucking Haitians, and that's y'all motherfucking problem now. And that is really y'all problem. And it's crazy because...
Where is this happening?
Apparently where they were.
South Florida, y'all was slicing motherfuckers' necks off. All right. So we making threats. All right, keep talking. Keep talking. We need all this. Keep talking.
We seen the person that she stabbed at Walmart one day. He even said, "Your mama stabbed me." Yes, because why the fuck? And he was a black man. Why the fuck is you a Black American talking about Haitian stink as if my mama wasn't gonna come the next day and show you how stank a Haitian could be?
Question for you, Trini of the Tether Rangers. How do you know that he was FBA ADOS? How do you know this? Did your mama ask him to pull out the flag? How do we know he wasn't a Jamaican? How do we know he wasn't Trinidadian? How do we not know he was from St. Thomas, St. Kitts, Barbados, Bahamas? He could have been Guyanese for all we know. This is South Florida. They all ran there. How do we know this?
He could have been Latino too.
Shit, he could have been Afro-Latino. You know, the ones that say, I am black. Yo soy negro.
Right, and they also say, me no black.
Right. I mean, shit, here we go. So we generalizing. All right. Thank you for opening the door. I appreciate that.
Now you bleeding. Now you fucking bleeding. And now you damn near about to die. Like, it was just so petty because back in that moment, we used to say, like, the shit petty. They used to try to do to them was so malicious that if they did not stand their ground, it probably wouldn't even been a lot of them left.
Yep. And that's the reason why you had the formation of Zopound.
Right, and that's why y'all hear now y'all see Zo shit. Now when y'all see everybody repping all this Haitian different things, it's only because they had to say
all
that.
That shit started in jail, Haitians, and now you see Americans claiming Z.
Z came because they had to gang.
Okay. I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but let's just get this out the way. Respect to the Zopound. Respect to them. How did y'all let Will Smith and Martin Lawrence make a mockery out of y'all back in 2003? That was 20 years ago. This summer. Y'all let them make a mockery out of your gang. I need this answered. Oh, foundational. No, I appreciate you saying that, but this is the rest of it. See, they put up the full video. This is the rest of it. Tariq didn't hear none of this. You're getting an exclusive. Because I know everybody did their little commentary on it and then rode off in the sunset because we had other problems. But no, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be the guy. I'm going to let you hear the rest of it. This is going to be fun. But go ahead. Y'all said more.
Up together to protect themselves from y'all stupid asses that open up y'all mouth and always want to Z this and Z that. You feel me? But y'all asses can't even spend a day in Haiti.
They can't.
I feel like it's been getting better though. Like
that's why I say it's fake love. Back then it was like just pure hate. Nowadays it's just fake love.
It's a lot of
fake love because
I do agree with I do agree with you, Brandon. It's getting more better than what it was previously.
Hold on.
Why do y'all like saying more better? The only Mo Better I respect is Mo Better Blues with Denzel Washington. Shout out to that movie. But again, we don't have problems. Now I'm Jamaican. I'm going to speak for my people. Yes, there's a proxy war. I have a lot of Haitian friends and we get along great. And I'm sure if they saw this video, they would look at y'all and like, these are not the Haitians that represent us. Did they have problems in school? Of course they did. Everybody has problems with something they don't understand. But by and large, they had enough friends from every corner of the earth because they let their personality shine. I'm hearing a lot of childhood trauma here, which is ironic because you're all sitting on couches projecting why you guys had such fucked up attitudes. Blacklight, would you like to say anything on this?
No, it's just wild, man. It's just crazy to listen to how these people that literally, I'm sure probably nobody else in the world looks at them as Haitian. They look at them as black. How damaged they are, that they feel so just mentally destroyed that they feel like we're their enemy. But I mean, you know, like you always say, go ahead, go off. You know, go off. You know, that's just wild. And like, I think that is also interesting that they are heralding one of their biggest accomplishments as you know, creating a gang that's known for criminal activity in South Florida. That's pretty noteworthy, you know. So shout out to them for that, I guess.
But here's the thing, again, what I said about the Zopound and what you just said. Why is it when I go Google Zopound, they have their wiki page, they have a Facebook page. Why is this the first thing outside of that?
Yeah, that's not
come on, people.
That's not something
like y'all not we need this answered. Why is Bad Boys 2 the first two things outside of that?
Man.
Look, I'm not even making this up. Y'all are seeing this in real time. Look at this. How to pronounce Zopounders in Swedish? Do y'all realize the Zopounders have been regulated by Hollywood to be jokes?
Yeah, you don't really see MS-13 or anything like that depicted like that by Hollywood.
Right. And where are your news reports? Miami don't even cover y'all. Fine, you're telling me I'm a lie. I spelled it wrong, right? Okay, let's see. We'll do this real quick, and then we'll go back to the video. Florida's most feared gang, the Zopound. Okay. Music group. Okay. This is how you guys want your gang to be remembered. The most violent gang in Miami. Come on, guys. Y'all can make fun of the Bloods and Crips all you want. Bloods and Crips have a better history in this country than the Zopound. Look, everything about y'all, about that gang is negative.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
But again, y'all the same ones that tell me ain't no white supremacy, right? All right, you got it. Back to this.
Hold on, because y'all saying it's getting better. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not getting better. It's really like how she's saying. It's really just fake love.
Nah,
It's
for
fake,
sure.
No,
We
it's
agree
fake.
with her.
It's fake love,
But that's
and it's
better.
also too. No, but no, that's not better. It's fake love, and it's fear
because that is kind of scary. Because fake love is like that shit kind of scary. Because it's like somebody smiling in your face, but they
can stab you any day.
in your back.
You out.
That shit's scary versus somebody that's already in your face that you feel me don't like you and they.
Yeah. I feel like, well, I don't know, from my understanding, like I said, from my peer groups, because I am older, but like I feel like they have an understanding now, but our age range, because even when
they did get better. I can't.
Even when Nigerians back then, Nigerians used to get just as hate. African used to get just as hate as Haitian was. So.
Nigerians now they're pivoting to Nigerians.
Man, that's wild. It's just wild. Like that's just wild. I'm curious. I'm curious as to where exactly this was that was happening and who these people were. Because I'm telling you, like I said, at my school that I went to, we had Haitian people that went there. We had Nigerians that went there. I can name drop people if necessary. You know, a Nigerian dude was my best friend growing up in high school. And really nobody, when it came to people going through things in school, nobody was going through anything because they was Nigerian, or nobody was going through anything because they were Haitian. People was just getting roasted because it was high school. It was what it was. If you wasn't on the basketball team, if you was somebody who was kind of a dork or a geek or whatever, you know, you would get roasted. But I mean, honestly, people really weren't on this. Honestly, when it comes to this kind of stuff, this is just my observation. The way these people are presenting their arguments, I think they got a lot of internalized issues, and they kind of magnify their own insecurities about themselves onto other people. Nobody's really checking for them all like that. Like me personally, like if I meet somebody, I'm not about to ask you if you Haitian or Jamaican or any of that. Like if I see you and you're a black person, like we just about to chop it up. You know, if you come and tell me that, that's cool. You know, I tell you about me, you tell me about you. But aside from that, I really don't care. Am I supposed to care? Are we all supposed to care? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care that these people are Haitian. Not in a disrespectful way, but bro, I just don't. It's not that deep. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Am I off with those sentiments?
No, because here's the thing. Again, we all grew up around each other. It was a different culture. Yes, you didn't understand it, you got roasted. You know how many times I got called Jamaican? I just roasted back, or I had to fight.
Right.
That's what you do. Now, maybe the rules of South Florida were different. I don't know. Maybe because they could throw you in the fucking water whenever they want. I don't know. But this is what kids since the dawn of time have been going through.
If you ask these people names, if you ask these people names, I guarantee you that they cannot drop names. They can't produce, because the thing is, you had to produce if you could produce a school where this kind of stuff happened, and you drop names and you tell people where you graduate, people can backtrack and find who these alleged FBA people are that were doing this stuff. So I mean, like, the thing that I find interesting is anytime you hear any of this kind of stuff, there's never names being dropped. Like, I want to know names. Like, tell me what was the person's name, Michael Jones or something like that, who was doing this stuff to you.
I got bullied when I went to middle school. I did. Right. I came from that private school world. I got into the public school world. It was a difference. I got bullied. One of my uncles had to come to school. We sat us all down and we talked, and we became friends after that. That's what it is. I had to fight when I went to high school in Martin Van Buren in New York. I had to fight. I had to protect myself. That's what you have to do as a kid.
Yeah.
Even you know, the ones that don't survive the suburbs, they had to go through that.
Yeah,
y'all not saying
nothing. Carlton Way, you see down there, Carlton Way said, like I've said many times, I was called African booty scratcher, and I'm FBA. Facts. Anytime I heard African booty scratcher, man, listen, man, this is probably going like just damage these people's mental even more, because I think this is a cry for wishing to be significant. But I hate to tell you that, like, man, when it came to me hearing people getting called African booty scratcher, I never even thought in terms of no African people from the continent. I thought that like they was talking about African Americans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm thinking.
You a dirty African American. That's what
you know, like,
he wasn't even checking for Africa like that.
Yeah.
Hell,
I
even in
never
school,
really
they
been
didn't
into
even
that.
they didn't even teach us about Africa like that.
Yeah, like because me just growing up, I never been into that. I never been into light skin versus dark skin. You know what I'm saying? I never really been into the going in on you know, other black people, like going in on Africans and stuff like that. It's never been my bag. It's not been something that has been with me since I grew up. So when I would hear, you know, people roasting each other, calling each other African booty scratchers, I'm not even thinking about like Senegalese people or Somalian people or anything like that. I'm thinking they talking about like other black people, simply just, you know, African American, because that's what, you know, they didn't have the terms FBA and ADOS and all that back then. It was just people was called African American, or we were just black people. So that's what I was thinking. It's crazy how these people like it's crazy how like these people like embrace the terms. Yeah, most of us in high school probably, unless we went over, see, like I didn't even know my man. I'm gonna drop his name. I didn't even know my man Greg Travers. I didn't even know he was Nigerian until I went to his parents' house and his father and mother was talking. I had no idea. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's up. He's like, yeah, you know, we from Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's what's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, that's what's up. Now I know something new about you. Like that's cool. You know, I mean, I wouldn't even known had I never been his friend and went to his house. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hate them so much, but what's up? Black American man did that.
Shout out to my man TD Hip Hop Media. He Haitian. There
you go.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
I'm sure he got fucked with in school, but he took it. And look at where he now. Now he could go back to the reunion and say, hey, that's all he got to say. Hey.
Honestly, man, when I talk to TD, like it's funny. We never talk about like him being Haitian, and like I never like those kind of conversations. Like we never even talk about that. It's wild. It's wild how certain people have certain stories versus other people having other stories. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But again, and the funny thing is, y'all down in South Florida, so y'all see this running around all day, and y'all still pissed off. I don't get this. You think Miami was just a cultural haven? Let's ask the question before we get back into it. How many of them Caribbeans that are sitting on this this chair, these couches, do you think FBA was fucked with by the Cubans like that? No, because they stood up to them. Y'all probably cowered to them Cubans down there.
Maxwell Jenkins. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like Maxwell Jenkins, that's real. Maxwell Jenkins said I was an African booty scratcher before I ever met anybody from the continent. Facts.
That's probably one of y'all. Right. That's probably one of y'all that made that.
Maxwell probably at the lunch table like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I ain't African.
Torian over here, like, I had a roommate in college who I didn't know was Haitian until I heard him talk to his mom on the phone and he was speaking Creole.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's like my homie Greg. Like, I didn't even know he was. I just thought dude was dark skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know he was actual Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I found out that he was Nigerian, it didn't make no difference. It's like, okay, that's what's good. You know, blah, blah, blah.
Haitians, shout out to y'all again. Y'all got more problems than talking about what's going on with Black Americans. Y'all got way more problems. This is just a distraction, but we're going to let them continue. Go ahead.
No, because I'm about to get on both of y'all cultures too, y'all Caribbean cultures. Because Brandon, you Jamaican, and then Ivan, you Dominican. Now I'm going to get on you guys.
Whoa. That nigga lied to me. He said he was from West Africa.
Maybe he might correct him later on.
Nah, I ain't going to talk to him never again in life. But
no, I mean, maybe in this
but he said he know them, so they would know. But
right,
let's see.
You would think.
See. So Brandon's Jamaican, all right. So we know
culture too, because you guys culture when that whole situation,
y'all was shunning. Like them either.
Y'all was shunning us Haitian American coming at that time. Y'all didn't sat there. Y'all didn't gang up like. Even though you had the Jamaican mafia also too, that they was feared that they made a lot.
It's called a posse. 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 Not a mafia. Don't do that.
So these cats, all they want to do is they just want to sit around and roast each other's culture.
But then when y'all do it, it's a problem.
That's
and most times it's unprovoked.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly,
leave it alone, and then they be like, "Hey, Jamaicans, y'all ain't shit. Haitians, you ain't shit. Black Americans ain't shit." Now, why we in it? The fuck we was just walking by. Why are we in it?
That's how these people are. Like you could, it is what it is. Like it's just sitting around. Now we gonna talk about y'all. We gonna talk about you, Caribbeans. Like, I mean, for real. I ain't trying to be funny, but like, yo, I don't really care about none of this unless you're talking to me about some business. Exactly. You know, if these Caribbean people are talking about like, yo, let's do some business, let's do some import exports. Look at
look at this one on the end. She fixing to figure out how to roast y'all again. Look at her. She thinking. She went up and to the left.
She getting into the pose.
Facts.
She about to throw the fastball. She getting into the pose.
Right. Carlton Way. We can't trade Larry Elder for TD because Larry Elder was never in the community.
He said Larry Elder for TD and Kid Gravity too.
Nah, we can't. TD and I are worth more than Larry Elder, but he was never in the community. Nah, can't do that.
I rocks with KG and TD. You know what I'm
let's see. Let's see. Let me hear this proxy war they about to have.
A lot of African Americans fear them and all that, and then Dominicans, y'all had all that in Miami and everything. Y'all had them fear, and then us Haitians,
what did Dominicans have in Miami?
Mm-hmm.
That was Cubans. Dominicans went to New York.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What? I ain't hear Dominicans running nothing in Miami. I could be wrong, but mostly if you say Dominicans, you're thinking New York.
Yeah, you're thinking Dominicans don't play Trinitarios, but then my thing is also, I'm not trying to be funny, but the criminality element, again, like I say, me personally, that's not something that I think is a badge of honor. Like, yeah, we real, we came here, we established these gangs, we came up here, we got MS-13, we got Trinitarios, we got DDP up in New York City, to me, like, I'm trying to be like, yo, what did you come and contribute? I don't think that there's a contribution if you contribute degeneracy. You know what I'm saying? If you look at those countries that a lot of those people came from, I don't really want to do that. But if you look at the crime rates in those countries, if you're gonna attribute that because it's so widespread as part of the culture, I guess the gang contributions can be looked at as cultural, but that's not really something that I'd want to have on my belt as a notch. But I mean, again, these are people here sitting on this couch bragging about this kind of thing. So I mean, it is what it is. I don't really know what to say.
I don't know, man, but they got more. Let's see.
Said, hey, we're gonna step up too, and we're gonna put fear in them people too. Yeah. But you guys, I ain't gonna care. You guys show a lot of fake love to us also too. Yeah. Like it'd be kind of crazy because it'd be like somebody mistake y'all sit there and say, oh, you're Haitian. Y'all be quick
get
like,
so offended.
But y'all Dominican and y'all Dominican forget that without us Haitians, y'all wouldn't even have a land.
Y'all wouldn't
even have a land.
But no, but I was told you it's not that. Like I brought this, not that they just be proud of who they are. It's not like I'm proud. I'm black first. I'm Dominican second.
No, it's not.
So that's the dude that we talked to on the stream last week.
Yeah, he said he was from West Africa.
See, like, I ain't trying to be funny, bro, but like a lot of times when you're dealing with people in certain particular venues, that's why it's important to kind of nail down the location, because a lot of times like these cats just lie. Another thing is when somebody just give you a first name, like everybody ain't out here like Wolverine. Your name is just Logan and that's it. Like what's the rest of your
his last name was Martinez. That's why I knew he was lying. I was like, well, Martinez, from West Africa, but okay. Notice I didn't correct him. I just let him talk because I already knew when I heard him start talking. I was like, okay, so you from New York? You sound Spanish, but all right, you want to tell me you from West Africa? Okay, cool.
See, speaking of TD, you see Torian sitting down there talking about take a shot every time Rob says I'm not trying to be funny.
Nah, but they say this is New York though. New York lies a lot. I said it.
I mean, why would you sit there and say that you West African and you Dominican? Clearly, I mean, I just don't understand why you
West African because he black.
he out here representing Bantu, like for real, bro.
Exactly. Well, it's all good. Let's see what they say.
Back then it was, but it got way better. Just like I feel like
No,
Nigeria.
I mean, but it's still kind of bad because it's like you got the whole
with
situation in
Dominicans,
Haiti.
I ain't gonna lie,
Like,
I can't say it got better because motherfuckers was getting chopped up with machetes.
It's still not.
And why aren't you correcting that first? Correct that first. They used y'all to build their wall. We saw the video. They used y'all and then kicked y'all out. Come on now. And we over here rooting for you. But we can't sit up there and allow y'all to take shots at everybody else, but you're on a plane of existence. And next door are Spanish people who do not want to be associated with you. And then use you for cheap labor and then tell you to go back to the left. The fuck?
Yeah, that's wild.
No. When DeSantis did what he did in Florida, Haitians should have been the first ones at them sites. Saying, you could even say I'm not black and get them construction jobs. We would have rooted for y'all. Nah. No, maybe I'll do a Twitter space with me and just a whole bunch of Haitians. Y'all can tell me what the problem is. Because I'm hearing a lot of childhood trauma that was never resolved. All right.
You go to DR now.
No, you go to DR. You can go to the
it's
DR.
a whole bunch of Haitians there.
Yeah, when my dad is from,
they don't get paid. They get mistreated. They get everything. I just had a friend that went to DR the other day. She was on a boat. All the staff on the boat is Haitian. Was telling them how they don't even get paid and they get mistreated.
And it's just like also too, it's like you.
Yep. Just like in Jamaica, all them hotel workers don't get paid. Yep.
I thought they was banging for their respect though. How do you get mistreated?
No, but they banging in America.
I mean, you're supposed to be worldwide with it. You know what I'm saying? Didn't he mention the mafia inadvertently?
No, he said Jamaican mafia. That's
right.
I said, no, the posse.
Right, because the actual mafia is worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Like these 1% bike gangs, and even like the Crips and the Bloods, they got chapters and sets worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you ain't really gonna be getting bullied if you out here striking fear in people's heart. Who gets bullied? That's striking fear in somebody's heart.
And not to sit there and compare gangs, but at least the Jamaican posse went worldwide.
Right.
When you put in Zone Pounders, all they mention is Miami.
Man, that's wild.
You don't think Haiti being on the cusp of another revolution, you don't think the Zone Pounders should go down there and help them?
I mean, most of those groups, like the immigrant gangs, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. I'm just saying the immigrant gangs, most of those gangs, and most gangs, honestly, here in the United States, foundational Black American gangs too, they started as organizations to help the community. Like the Crips started as an organization to help the community. The Lamar Shooter Salvadoria MS-13, they started as a militia when the United States tried to run a coup in Central America. You know what I'm saying? Most of these gangs out here started as either small military units or like community reinvestment programs, which community reinvestment program is like actually like the acronym for Crip. You know
Join that sounds like her gripe is with Dominicans. Why have the smoke for us? Because you guys are easy targets.
And because she just feel like hearing herself talk. Probably nobody else listened to her, so she got a camera in front of her. You know what I'm saying? She dressed up, may as well
don't
get
worry.
it in.
BB really about to tell us how she feel about y'all.
Get it in.
Oh, yes.
She on that griff.
She was in the comment thread of the other video, just like going back and forth with people.
Which one? Oh, on that on the video of theirs on their page on YouTube.
Yeah, this chick right here. Talking about this was my experience. I'm like, you need to go resolve that. And I invited her to come over here and tell me what the problem is, but I know she ain't gonna do it.
Well, even if she did do it, all she would have done is just try to scream at everybody. Like it wouldn't even be
Screaming
worth it.
me all in one. I've heard black women scream my whole life.
Yeah, that's cool. But like, I would rather have a conversation and actually get to some
we gonna
resolution.
have a conversation, but I'm gonna let her scream, and then I'm gonna hit her with facts after fact after fact, and then she gonna have to be like, damn, you know what? I gotta change something.
You know them facts ain't gonna matter.
No, facts over feelings. Fuck you. You don't like my facts. Fuck your feelings.
Right.
My
Can't even go to
cousin
DR
went
and
to
tell them that
DR
you literally agent.
so she
Like,
could come to
the whole
America
situation
from
right now
Haiti.
going to Haiti right now.
She got killed.
You got a lot of the people sitting there. They're sitting there rebelling against all the gangs in Haiti now. And then
damn, they didn't even listen to her.
We're in so much turmoil in Haiti right now. You don't see no support in that. But it's like,
who is running this camera?
When there was turmoil anytime in the Dominican Republic, you could go in history, you would see that Haiti always came to support you guys. But when it was turmoil in Haiti, Dominican Republic never supported Haiti. They just shunned us out. Even when our people sat there with the earthquake really, I ain't gonna lie, you guys, like I'm not saying like all you, there was some good people that that helped out, but it was a lot of hate where they was sitting there like they public doing.
Can we just talk tech real quick?
They was.
I'm angry.
That's you with them white people.
I'm angry about their green screen.
I told you that. Remember my first title? It says right here, 5 Caribbean's a bad green screen television rhetoric.
Why would you like? How come they ain't put a background on it? Why they just put this blank? You know what I'm saying? A black screen back there. Like, why would you do? Why would you do that?
But that's what I'm saying. I think they paid for this podcast studio.
Man, that's wild. Don't they get tech support with it?
I don't know.
They should have did it at what's that place called? That Corey Holcomb and them be at the Coin Institute or something like that. They should have went there.
Here's the thing. And I'm gonna make you mad. They did another episode.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they follow this?
Oh, they just had the green curtain up.
That's what I'm saying. But they should have left that. It looked better.
This the other episode?
This is their next one.
They look like they inside of a tent on MASH.
That's fucked up. Now I want to go sleep. Look at this. It looked better.
Yeah, I mean, they should have just kept the green curtain up.
I don't know. Maybe they wanted them to be focused on. I don't know.
But see, oh boy, is that shirt that he's wearing green? Or is it?
No,
it
that's
just
black.
That's black. Okay.
Black
All right. I was about to say, because his shirt going to disappear in the green screen. He's going to just be looking like a head.
That would be kind of funny, though. But yeah, there you go. But they got more.
That's wild.
They're killing our people, sitting there stoning them to death, and it was like that was kind of crazy. And it's like we just had a major earthquake that hit us in 2010, where people lost their life, people lost their kids, all that. Like people were just trying to get themselves back together and all that. Where it was just crazy. Like you would think, like the country that we're supposed to be like brothers and sisters, because we helped you guys out twice. Sitting there free, because we freed y'all the first time, then y'all get back into slavery. We freed y'all second time. Emancipation, where you guys will be a free country and all that.
But that's majority of the Europe.
Hold up. What did he just say?
I don't know nothing about this they talking about right here.
Hold on, let me go back.
Dominican Republic, you could go in history, you would see that Haiti always came to support you guys. But when it was turmoil in Haiti, Dominican Republic never supported Haiti. They just shunned us out. But you also too, you got someone.
Okay, sir. Let me ask you this question: What was going to compel the Dominican Republic to help you? What would they get out of that? I'm trying to figure something out. Now, if the earthquake hit and their country got damaged, their first priority is their own people, right? So why in the hell would they go over the border to come help y'all? I'm just trying to figure something out.
I'm laughing at Cameron Jones's comment. Them shorts looking like he turned into the Hulk. And
he stopped halfway. That's fucked up. But I'm still, again, I'm trying to understand something. Why would they cross the border to come help you?
I don't know, man. I don't understand any of this, and I'm not trying to be funny, but like none of these people were. These people here sit on the couch I highly doubt that any of them were actually involved in any active liberation effort. So for them to be saying this kind of stuff is just wild.
But then again, we have the advent of the internet, correct?
Yep.
Huh. Hey, you guys, maybe I'll send you the link later. I'll put it on his page. Can you explain this? Because you could look this up. I just did a Google search just now.
This is what I'm saying. I told you facts ain't gonna matter. It don't matter.
In the immediate aftermath of the January 2010 earthquake in Haiti, the Dominican Republic launched a massive cross-border emergency assistance mission providing critical medical assistance, logistics support, and humanitarian aid. So I was not that far off. I said they didn't have to do anything, but they still did it. In so doing, the Dominicans served as vital first responders to the crisis, reaching earthquake victims well before the arrival of any other international actors. Not only has the Dominican response to the Haiti earthquake had an impact on relations between the two countries, it has helped awaken the Dominican Republic to the risk posed by natural hazards. So they got something out of it. They said, damn, if they could get hit, we can get hit. And they got hit with a flood 6 years later. But there you go. But y'all right. Y'all right. They did nothing for you. There you go, Rob. All right, here we go. Y'all got more.
Who are more Latino Africans, they are like that too, because they're quick to say, no, me Spanish.
No, but at the end of the day, it's all social media ignorance.
I feel like since social media, I'm sorry.
Son,
I'm just
how y'all letting this man not run his show? He can't even get a word in.
He said, I'm sorry to the people cutting him off, and it's his show. That's how that's going down.
saying like they just very ignorant, because at the end of the day, like, you can't really, like, yeah, you can blame them, but at the same time you really can't, because they're just ignorant. They're whitewashed. Like, it's crazy because the white man have a lot of power over us black folks, like the black race. That shit is crazy. Like, that right there is just an example of how the white man has power over them, because they, you feel me, feel like they white too, basically.
But I feel like Haiti gotta take some responsibility and help themselves out too.
Yeah, that's true. That's
because I feel like they keep relying, especially the people you even hear like documents, like they be trying to go to the DR.
Yeah, that's
hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. No, hold up.
Oh, I know. I don't think I see what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking.
Take it, Rob, before I go off.
Go ahead. You got it. Let go off.
Hold up. So wait a minute. So Black America can have a critique about Haiti, and y'all get y'all panties in a bunch. You literally got a Dominican who y'all just went in on. He said y'all got to take some responsibility, and you said what? You right? Huh?
It's Rizzo, baby. Got me fucked up.
In honor of old Ivan, even though he ain't of the Caucasian persuasion, he gets this.
And folk, them white people lost their mind.
How the hell you let him get away with that? Let me would have been on there and said that. Y'all ready to come at my neck? Or wait, no, I'm sorry. How old girl said it. Slice my neck off.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How do you let him get away with saying that? And you said, you know what? You right.
What the hell?
What the hell? What the?
Huh? Got it. Okay. So we see the rules of the game. Thank you for reestablishing the rules of the game. Thank you.
one
DR
thing
just
I'ma
as broke
say,
as
I'm not
Haiti
finna-
too.
I'm not
Like
finna
that's just as
disagree
broke
with
as they
that.
just as
But
broke up there too.
but the
We just a
thing
little bit
is-
better because we're a tourist area.
I'm not finna disagree with
DR
that. Haiti need to get it together,
Hey,
yeah.
yeah.
But at the same time, like that don't have nothing to do with the disrespect that we get and like all that shit.
Cause you guys
It's
could come. You guys can come to Haiti. We don't disrespect y'all now. We treat y'all like brothers and
But
sisters.
you gotta
like,
admit though, there's some Haitians that don't even like to go to Haiti. They go to DR, bro. It's a
they don't like
lot
the reason why they don't like to go to Haiti because of the situation that's going on.
Yeah, it's getting
because
ruthless.
we sat there, we sit there, we let ourselves get corrupted so bad in so many ways. Where we had so many civil wars in Haiti so many times, and we're going through one right now again, and it's been going on since since after 1860. It's been going on like that, just basically.
I
Civil
mean, that's
wars.
a long time. I mean, that's a very long time. What's the explanation for that? How you living like that? It's probably, I'm not trying to be, funny or anything, but
He said it
probably,
again.
I said it again. That's probably why you over here. Why would you continue to live in a state of a civil war? That's just wild to me. I don't understand that about any of those.
I don't understand it either. And I also don't understand why they lie so much.
I don't know. I don't understand the double standards either.
I don't know why y'all lie so much. It's not hard to look this shit up. You said you're just as broke as them. Haiti's just as broke as the Dominican Republic, or the Dominican Republic is just as broke as Haiti. How, sir? How, sir? Why are passport bros going to the Dominican Republic and not Haiti? It would lend to believe they could just go to the beachfront areas and get women that are black. And it'd be a lot cheaper than going to the Dominican Republic and risking racism. But it says here the Dominican Republic has been one of the fastest growing economies in Latin America and the Caribbean in the last decade. How are they on the same as you, sir? The hotels, bars, and restaurant sector grew by 24% for the same period, supported by an active government vaccination campaign and a recovery in global tourism. Expansionary fiscal policy also contributed to growth. Their GDP came back. Growth has led to an increase in the middle class and a reduction in poverty. How, sir? What are we talking about? 2023, they're at projected lending $1.1 billion. Explain this to me. Now they have a creation of jobs problem, but they could get that right. So explain this to me. Y'all can look this up.
It's too much. You're asking too much.
I guess.
Can't look it up.
I guess. But y'all are the problem. Y'all are the problem. Again, I said this in the other show. You guys have all these podcasts. You guys got all this social media. Y'all not talking about the problems of Haiti. Y'all worrying about what the fuck is going on with Black Americans. You worry about what's going on with Jamaicans, Dominicans. Worry about your own people. Your people need voices. It can't be just a few radio stations in South Florida and New York talking about what's going on in Haiti. But whatever. They're a tourist area. Aren't y'all loving this non-FBA infight? It went from us to them in 10.5 seconds. Gross sister on the end that was over because she want to go back in on you. I know she do. She got this is the best time she can go joke on y'all. Best time.
Looking at our history of our flag changed over by about 7 to 8 times.
Yeah.
Different leaderships and different emancipation, basically ethnicity,
because everybody going there line saying they finna help and they fucking stealing money from us, taking money from
She just said finna.
us, causing more corruption, allowing people to be out there killing each other, allowing us to get kidnapped, allowing us to do all of that.
That's the thing.
I mean, did she talk about allowing? Whose responsibility is it to maintain your home?
Oh God. I'm not hearing accountability. Okay, they knocked off your leader. Okay, we get that.
See, like the difference between foundational Americans and these people is these people live in their own home. We don't.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't have we are implanted here into the United States. Haiti is the country where they are the majority. They can run things if they wanted to. They're talking about getting.
All you got to do is knock off those 3 white families. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, and get rid of the corrupt bootlicks that they have that want to be helping them.
Right. But here's my thing. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Ma'am, this is why your voice is needed. You obviously know what's going on down there. Why are you not talking about this? Why are y'all sitting on the couch talking about Black America?
Yeah, her voice is not needed to be saying stuff like fitna, because that's
right.
That's what we say.
That's y'all's lingo. But here's my thing.
Yeah.
Guess what? They knocked off Malcolm X. Did the community stop? Yeah, they mourned and went back to work. They knocked off MLK. MLK, arguably, people could say he was the biggest person out of the civil rights era. Did Black America stop? No. They got pissed and they went back to work. Shit did not stop. Look how many leaders they've knocked off up here. How many? Did it stop? No.
Yeah, and corrupt leaders get knocked off every day, B. That goes on all around the entire world, not just in the Caribbean, not just in Africa, not just in Latin America. That goes on all over the place.
But time does not stop because somebody died. You keep going. You lionize them correctly and you move on. They killed your leader and the country took 2 years to start moving forward. Notice when y'all's gangs down there and the vigilantes started knocking off them gang leaders, notice it went for maybe a day or two in the news and then it disappeared because they don't want to see y'all taking accountability. Y'all should be talking about that. Nah. They just had another earthquake. Did y'all know that?
No, I didn't even know that. When did they have it?
Last month. They had an earthquake. 4.5. That's when I told you and you said they need to look at the missiles.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah. Why y'all not talking about that? Why y'all, all them Haitians y'all got all over. Every Haitian should be talking about Hillary Clinton. Matter of fact, and I just realized something.
They would take a bottle of Hillary Clinton's hot sauce if they could.
I'm sure they would. How can you be a Haitian person and vote for Hillary Clinton in 2016? I'm sorry. If you were Haitian and you voted for Hillary Clinton, how do you look at Dessalines and Louverture in the face? If y'all are talking about how people came in your country and took things out of there when they were the main ones that took stuff and took your kids, how did you vote for her? But y'all got more. Go ahead. I want y'all to ponder that. Shit, I went back way too far. Where we at? Damn, I lost some space.
Get into things. And when you look deep in, like when you really research and think about like what voodoo really is like you said, it's literally a ritual, like of you making it for, like you're basically praying on something. And the reason why God don't like it is because he wants you to pray to him. And everybody keep forgetting, God is a jealous God. If he wanted you to pray to other things and worship other things or manifest other things, he would never tell you to go to him. You get what I'm saying? So people don't understand that.
So why y'all praising white Jesus?
I'm not even going here with the religion thing.
No, I'll go here. I see many a Haitian household with Cesar Borgia on the wall. Y'all got the Bible in your house, but y'all also have voodoo. At least voodoo, you're praying to your own gods.
Right.
What are y'all talking about? Okay.
It's really a disconnection.
Wait,
Voodoo is just
hold
dark
on.
energy.
I'm gonna have to get off of y'all. You saying it's dark energy?
It is dark
you
energy.
Use a disconnected. So let me ask both of y'all this question.
Yeah, please ask it.
How did voodooism started? Do you know how voodooism started?
Honestly, I'm not gonna say I know how it started, but I'm gonna say it was around since the beginning of time.
Do you know how it started?
Yes, it started from absolutely the beginning of times, but I kind of feel like
the beginning of time was when the Big Bang happened and voodoo wasn't around during the Big Bang. Like, I'm just saying, I'm being petty right now, but
are you gonna give the Africans their credit? The West give them their credit.
They probably not though, because they said that they don't. They said they don't know anything about it, but at the same time, what they do know about it is that it's been around since the beginning of time, which is technically the Big Bang, the singularity.
Mm-hmm. I just want to know. I just want to know. Slaves brought voodoo to the West. Are you going to give them their credit? Let's see. Maybe she will.
How it was like, I guess, like a benefit or something.
No, it wasn't. Because you said the right thing. You said that it was a praise, but it was a praise to, like you said, God. Like it's
not a praise to God.
Wait, hold on.
And I'm gonna correct you because I know what you're about to say.
Because voodooism, when it was first discovered and everything, voodooism was discovered for medicine and herbs and everything. Because they said when people were sitting there healing people, when they found out herbs and all that, they were calling it voodooism, saying that is satanic and all that. That was white people labeling it like that. That's the reason why voodooism gets so much bad story. Just like also
we ain't talking about that voodoo.
No. Voodoo was all good. No, I'm talking about that voodoo.
We're not talking about that voodoo.
What voodoo are y'all talking about? There's only one voodoo.
This is what I'm saying. Facts don't matter, bro.
What?
No matter how many of them charts you pull up, it don't matter how many.
There's only one voodoo.
Pie charts that you pull, how many graphs that you pull. It don't. When you're dealing with these kind of people, bro, none of that matters. Not even like it's cool to do the commentary and roast these people and keep it moving. None of it matters. Now we talking about two different kind of voodoos. We talking about voodoo was around since day one. These people sitting up here acting like they can prove God. Like, come on.
So what they're telling me is they're taking the Western version of voodoo, the one that they got to manipulate.
Yeah, they taking an interpretation.
Oh my God.
The European interpretation. While the girl on the couch just sat there and said, well, the white man got so much power over black people. I swear some people just love saying that nonsense. And she honestly really looked like she enjoyed saying that.
Exactly what he's about to say about them herbs and how you say back in the day that's what they healed and blase.
The word is herbs, not herbs. Herbs is what we used to call people up in New York.
Herbs.
Cool, understandable. Like we say, if we go back into the beginning of times and you really look at the history and the events, right? Mm-hmm. Number one, when everybody was using those herbs and some people had like special little gifts that they were using to heal people. They were doing everything that God could imagine for them to do, which was positive with the like voodoo or rituals or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. But you got to understand this is why it was a problem and why God didn't like it. Because when he sent his Jesus on this earth to do all the work and stuff and everything that he was doing was coming from.
Do she agree with that dude that Tori and you did the video on, that the reason why Haiti is having all of those natural disasters destroy it every couple of years is because of this quote unquote God? The same God that she's saying isn't happy with them for practicing their native religion.
Why would the voodoo God curse Haiti? I need that answered. Why would the voodoo God, an African God, curse Haiti?
Because of what old girl said on the couch. The white man got control over them.
So the white man. So you telling me the white man is a sentient being has more control over something that is supposed to be the manifestation of life? That is what y'all are really about to tell me.
That's what they are literally about
Cesar
to
Borgia got more power. The Catholic God, Protestant God, whatever the fuck. Cesar Borgia got more power than the voodoo God. That's what y'all about to tell me. So in retrospect, you're telling me that the white man has more power than the Most High, Yahweh, and all that. You really sitting on this couch saying this and don't even realize you're saying it. They want to talk about the white man, but you're literally lionizing the white man right now. I get it. I get the ills of youth. I get it, the ignorance of youth, because we all went through it. But at a certain point, y'all got phones. You supposed to be smarter than us.
But hold on, old girl on the couch with the pillow finna correct everybody. So
all right, let me see if she finna correct.
The roots of Dick almost said his ass, but God.
I don't think in voodoo you do that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That was Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
They tell all themselves. They always tell all themselves. All right, go ahead.
He was doing, when he was healing people, when he was making people not blind, when he was doing all this stuff, y'all didn't believe it.
They thought that was
you know what I'm saying? Y'all thought that was dark voodoo. Mm-hmm. So that is why God is pissed about it. That's why no matter what voodoo and how you even try to look at it, it's wrong. Because even when somebody came here and it was pure and was innocent, and they were doing everything that he wanted him to do, and he was healing people, it was a problem. When he was doing his little rituals, it was a problem. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know the difference of it. That's why it's a disconnection. And
ma'am, okay, back to religion. How do you know that God did all that stuff? How do you know that? Because someone wrote it down?
I'm not even going there because I ain't trying to.
Listen, I'll go to listen. Me and God we gotta understand, and I ask a lot of questions. His disciples wrote his words. How do you know they're true? The Bible, everybody's admitted, has been overwritten thousands of times. How do you know this shit is true? Have you seen the original Bible? I haven't seen it. Did you read the original Bible? It's in Latin. Have you read it? You probably have not read it. Where is the Voodoo Bible? Where is it? Dare I say all books are fiction? It's based on somebody's story, what somebody's told somebody who wrote it down. Even your autobiographies, there's fiction in there. Because who's going to tell someone writing an autobiography that this is a lie? Isn't that where y'all got My Truth from? So how do we know what happened in the Bible was true? How do we know what happened in the Quran is true? How do we know what happened in the Torah is true? We don't.
Right. And she definitely doesn't have any insight. She definitely doesn't have any inside information on what went on with alleged God, and alleged God didn't speak to her. That would be schizophrenia.
Right. Why do you think Christians won't talk to me? Because these are the type of questions I'm going to ask them. How do you know that happened? Okay, you're getting it from one person's perspective. Great. Okay, how do I know then all these biographies y'all have written and all these autobiographies y'all have written, how do we know it was true?
Now, what's interesting about a lot of these Abrahamic religions is allegedly they placed the creation theory about 6,000 years back. You know what allegedly else happened 6,000 years back?
Tell them.
The first PC.
Mm-hmm. In the cave. But you're supposed to take his word for it.
The rock garden of Eden.
The rock garden of Eden.
But I mean, hey, you know, praise
and a snake
on,
talked to you.
Yeah, the snake talked to you, you know. And you ate a fruit and
brought sin to the world.
Yeah, you became domesticated. You would think that in 2023, with all the advanced science and technology, that people really wouldn't even be sitting on a couch having this conversation. But again, I could actually understand them having this conversation because of the level of clarity of that green screen. You know,
yeah. So. But we also can understand why they're having this conversation, because they've been grown up in that Catholic religion.
My parents were Christian, and I went to a Lutheran school, and I identified way too many inconsistencies to continue rocking with religion early. And thank goodness my parents were real understanding and allowed me some degrees of autonomy. I basically told them the things that I had issues with. They gave me their responses, and they allowed me my religious freedom, which was freedom from religion, because I don't believe in any of this stuff. but it's just amazing how. So I mean, like these people in their belief in religion lends them excuses for their circumstance, which is something that you see that's a common trait, not just with them, you know. And it's just like, well, yeah,
Bro,
just leave it up
you
to or whatever, you know.
Bro, what you on? That's a new one.
I like that one.
I don't get it. I don't. But all right, they're gonna continue. Go ahead.
Regardless of how you look at it and how you put it, you're disconnected from God. Because God truly just wants you to come back to him. Because if you can't even believe that he sent Jesus to do it, and he physically was doing on this earth, and even he said he sent some
allegedly.
Y'all really don't have no
allegedly.
Hold on. We gotta let Brandon go too then. So we can move on.
Yeah, y'all finally gonna let the Jamaican talk? Go ahead.
But wait, what you like
to the questions?
No, we gotta let you talk about this topic.
Oh, I was gonna say, there's this,
DB's
there's different. Y'all talking about voodoo as like it's one thing, because there's a bunch of different, there's a bunch of different.
But
Like, you got witchcraft, you know.
How y'all cutting this man off? That man ain't cut y'all off not one time.
Nah, he been sitting there cool. It's disrespectful, and this is what I'm saying. This is how emotional people deal with getting their ideas, punctured. You got to cut him off. That dude haven't said nothing the whole entire podcast, and as soon as he opened up his mouth, you got to try to shout him down. Nobody like, man. That's the problem with dealing with the whole religion angle. Like they talking about possession. That stuff really actually possesses
Get off,
people.
and then you go after him. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
The point is the fact that it did not come from God. The whole point is like,
no, it came from God, but it wasn't a knowledge that we were never supposed to have.
Yeah, basically.
Y'all keep forgetting.
Yeah, the thing is, everything comes from God, even evil. That comes from God. That's but it's certain things that we were not supposed to have.
And that's the thing that you guys keep forgetting. God sent Satan here. So if you guys don't realize that, the reason why we're going through our chapter, all these trials or tribulations, all these problems, everything that we go through, all these negative energies, everything that we go through, that it was obviously a part of God's plan
to mold us.
But if that was supposed to be our life, we wouldn't be reborn again. You get what I'm?
Oh God, man, listen, man. God's Plan is an album by Drake, and you ain't getting reborn.
Facts. But I like their innocent lack of knowledge. I like it. I do.
It's dangerous. It's
dangerous.
It's too energetic. Like this is jihad energy.
Yeah, I like it though, because you know what? That means that when you get them right, they'll go hard for it. Pause. Ma'am. Okay, let's go by your assertion. God put the serpent on earth. I don't even know why the fuck we got into religion, but okay. I forgot we're dealing with Caribbean people, but God put evil on the earth so man can achieve balance. See, that's most things why your pastors will never tell you. That's why the serpent was on earth. It's balance. You were supposed to have a relationship with nature. Adam and Eve, based on what they've been written as, they let nature take over, which is why it plunged the world into darkness. It gave Eve the ability to feel pain during childbirth. This is what y'all wrote. And to have shame.
That's what they wrote.
That's what they wrote.
Yeah, nervous system, has nothing to do with it. Axons and dendrites and none of that. Acetylcholine, that had nothing to do with anything.
But God created everything from the heavens to the earth. He created everything. But there you go. Life is about balance. When you achieve perfect balance, everything works. When you don't achieve perfect balance, one side is going to take over and everything's going to be out of whack. There's a lot of evil in this world. Why do you think nature's rebelling? They're imploding submarines. Cruise ships are almost tipping over. White people are saying dumb things online. I mean, that's been going on since the dawn of time, but white people are saying even dumber things online because at least when we had achieved balance, white people were still saying stupid things, but it didn't affect nothing. Now, white people are saying things that are stupid and it's affecting everything because they don't seek knowledge.
Knowledge is woke.
I'm going to give y'all something that your parents and your teachers and all these assholes never told you. Do you know what the antithesis of knowledge is? Emotion. Why do you think they love saying emotional intelligence all of a sudden? Intelligence is knowledge. You can go look it up. That's a synonym. Emotion is body. Emotion is your heart. Knowledge is your brain. You need that to survive in life. Most of y'all don't think like that. We got too many book smart idiots out here, and we have too many emotional idiots out here.
Facts.
So I'm going to need y'all to achieve balance. Then maybe we'll get out of this. But you're going to keep talking about religion and the white man when your whole religion was stripped from you. What did you say?
I said both of which go hand in hand.
Exactly, but they
sitting up there thinking that they got it. They got it. They understand. They out of the matrix. Old girl on the couch sitting there talking about the white man they got the control over black people, and you literally sitting here talking about one of the major vices that they have control over people with, religious mind control and MK Ultra. Sitting here babbling about. I mean, everything is just a versus with them. It's just a big game of versus. First, it's non-FBA versus FBA. Then it turns into Haitians versus Dominicans. Now it's turned into voodoo versus Christianity. Next is going to be green screen versus 1080p, which 1080p lost this battle here on this podcast, but you know,
I don't even think. I think this is 720.
That's what I'm saying. They lost.
Shit, but again, this is sad to hear.
Yeah, it is.
This is sad to hear because this is going to be this is going to be the generation behind us. And you would have figured we laid out the blueprint. We took all the arrows, just like the ancestors before us took all the arrows. And they think they know something. Everybody's looking forward. You're the generation that's looking to the side because you see people cheering you on. They don't like you.
Right.
But all right.
I'm saying, if this was the life and everything that we were doing here, we were supposed to do, and it was because God wanted us to do 100%, we wouldn't be reborn again. We would have been dying and coming back into this earth. That's why when we gone from here, we don't ever show up back here. We go back where it's pure. Where we don't have to worry about if voodoo is good or not. We don't have to worry about powers. We don't have to.
Again, they told you that lie. How do you know that? Where's your who wrote down that I was reborn?
Well, you know what's interesting about her little word usage? Pure actually means nothing, no contaminants, which means that if you're going somewhere where it's pure, that means that, shout out to my man Apocalypse, you're going to the purity of oblivion, which means nothing.
Why do you think they say the black hole is the most perfect thing in the universe?
There you go.
Y'all not ready for these conversations, man.
And that right there, shout out to Apocalypse again for embracing villainy. The purity of oblivion.
The purest form on earth is the end. Remember when them shows ended? And yeah, we were sad, but we got over it.
Yeah.
Now they make these shows, they end, and you motherfuckers are clamoring for sequels.
And reboots.
And remixes.
That's why we always ask the question, if you ever listen to me and Izzy debate about the concept of nothing.
Right.
Because nothing, at least in this reality, can never exist because there's always some quote unquote form of contaminant. There's always matter, antimatter, subatomic particles, photons. organisms.
Let me ask you a question, Black Light. How come all the old school legends of music didn't remix?
Because there's only one, and that's the end.
Right. But why, when you hear their records nowadays, what do they call them?
Remix, remastered.
Remastered, right? What does the prefix re mean?
Again. Repeat.
And what does the word master mean?
What, full understanding?
No, just
completed understanding.
Just like Oxford Dictionary. We're not gonna go that far. They're not ready for that. I'm talking about the people on the screen, not y'all in the chat. But master means it's the number one. So all they're doing is just changing how it sounds. When you remix something, you're changing the entire thing. You're changing how it feels.
Which means effectively you're making a completely different song.
Exactly. That's why we can't stand podcasts. Have you ever heard of a remastered podcast or remastered podcast idea? No, you're hearing people remixing podcast ideas. They're just saying it a little differently, hoping they stand out. This conversation is exactly a remix, but it's remixed in lower quality. Because if you can't understand the basics of life, how the hell are you going to have a conversation with religion? Y'all haven't even achieved balance. Fam, let me ask you a question. They brought up the Zoe Pounders. Anywhere in this conversation since we've been listening to it, what if they brought up positively about Haitians?
That was my whole point in the beginning.
Facts. Exactly. That was the whole point. I wanted to see if they were ever going to say something positive about Haitians.
No.
You talked about the Zoe Pounders. You talked about how racist the Dominicans are. You talked briefly about Jamaicans. Where is the positivity for Haitians? If I'm a non-black person and I listen to y'all podcast, I'm going to think there's nothing redeemable about Haitians.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all are not your best ambassadors. At least for the most part, a lot of Jamaica's off code, but Jamaica can sell themselves. Trinidad can sell themselves. How is Haiti selling themselves? Especially with y'all got so many vocal people in America. How are y'all selling yourselves? You got 5 people on here, some of them Haitians, talking bad about everybody else, but not addressing the problems that are going on in their home country. Y'all got Jessie Wu, who's arguably probably your biggest Haitian in media right now. She did her thing in Del Rio again, gave her credit for it. She went to go check on her people, then came right back around and went and dissed Whitney Houston. Where the fuck is she at now?
That's wild.
Where is the Haitian that is advocating for y'all? Where? Where is she?
Do you think how
where is he? Where are they?
What's that lady's name? That's the press secretary, the Haitian
Corinne,
press secretary that we have.
Y'all saw the video I did, the live I did yesterday.
Is that a cultural thing, like just turning your back?
I won't say that. I won't say that because there's a lot of Haiti for the most part can be the most on-code people. I won't say that. I think a lot of them get up here or go to Canada or go to Europe and they get around white folk and they lose a lot of their identity. And a lot
why
make
now,
them Haitian.
My question is, why do you feel that happens the other way around? When other people come there, do they lose their identity? And
no.
My thing is,
they push their beliefs on them.
Why do they allow that? Why does that happen?
Because again, it's like what I said at the beginning. They aren't used to seeing something different. They don't have any understanding, so they only go to their first inclination. When it came to y'all, they heard disses, they internalized it, and now you're seeing what happens when you internalize it. But they see the white man come, just like when they have it in Africa with the Chinese folk. They see him come off the plane, and they're like, damn, they're going to elevate us. Wyclef couldn't even go down there and be president, and he wanted to uplift the country.
But they better toughen up. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you're continuously doing that, and that's what you're welcoming, they can't sit there and ask those silly questions about civil wars and stuff like that. I mean, we're coming to the root of the problem right here. One of the roots of the problem is that they really only care about their culture to attempt to put down other black people, but are willing to take a submissive position when it comes to dealing with other people instead of shining in their own greatness. That's a them issue.
Hey, Maxwell, I'm fixing. I like that though. Hey, Maxwell, I'm finna piss you off. Oh, I'm finna piss you off. What if I told you somebody tried to remix FBA?
I believe it.
I went on Ivan's platform and he put me on a panel with a Hotep. The Hotep said, I understand calling yourselves FBA, but I consider myself a foundational American African. You can go look at that. It's under his live on his page.
What did he what was his I mean, like, was there a function for why he wanted to call himself that, or is he just doing that trolling? Because
I don't know if he was trolling, but I think he said
so. Yeah, like, because sometimes people just do some stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna call myself, instead of calling myself an ABC, I'm gonna call myself a CBA just because, I'm gonna just call myself that. Or did he actually have a reason behind doing it? If he didn't have no reason behind doing it, to me, it's just a waste of breath.
You know how some of them Hoteps are when they get to talking, you start tuning out.
Right,
bruh. I started talking. That man cut me off. I was like, wow. And it went on another 20-minute diatribe. And I was like, okay, you didn't even let me finish. I felt like Loaded Lux after his first round when he choked. And then the second round, he went to go say the first round, finish the first round. That's how I felt.
That's wild, man.
But yeah, there you go. Let me come over there and say, hey, I'm a Jamaican living in Haiti now. I'm a Jamaican Haitian or a Haitian Jamaican. You think I'm gonna get love?
Right. So are all those people on that podcast from South Florida?
Except Ivan, he's from New York.
Are they aware that there's 49 other states and what went on in Florida may not be indicative of what goes on in other places in the country?
Because like I said, BB crashed out in the comment thread and said, this is what I was going through. And I was like, you need to. Not in that comment thread. I'm sorry. When I was on the live with the Hotep, she was in there crashing out.
That's wild.
She's like, this was my experience. I'm like, you need to get over it. Everybody grown. Everybody ain't thinking about that no more.
She said that was her experience and that you need to get over it.
Yeah.
Sound like she don't want to need to get over it. It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like you care about it at all, except for just talking about it for the sake of what she rambled on about for the longest time on a podcast.
St. Louis said, why are they so vexed? They sound like scorn lovers, isn't me? They're vexed because they have a lot of childhood trauma they never resolved. They said when they were in school, they were saying all this, and black Americans were beating us up and stuff. Okay. People get beat up every day in school, B.
Right.
The fuck?
Right.
If you would have went to a private school in South Florida, you would have got beaten up. Public school, you got beaten up. Catholic school, you got beaten up. That's what kids do. Kids bully. Kids say dumb shit. Kids want to fight. Y'all motherfuckers y'all watch high school kids a day be fight on social media and y'all probably laughing and kikiing. How you think World Star got to where it was before Q died?
Right.
But now when it comes to your flag, you got a problem with it. How many Haitians were in them fights that you didn't know? How many Jamaicans? How many Caribbean folk? This is why I said balance is key to life. I'm the happiest I've been in years because I achieved balance. It's tough because every day I want to, you know me, black, like, you know me. I just want to embrace full villainy. But I can't because I got responsibilities out here.
I feel it.
But achieving balance makes you happy. Y'all are too angry. And I don't understand it. You're still reminiscing on things that happened in high school and middle school. Most of those people probably forgot y'all existed. Who cares?
It's crazy that some high school roasting can quote unquote cause diaspora wars. Like that is mind boggling to me. That's just
some shit I would hear white people say.
Right. Could you imagine if we lived in an intergalactic society and there was and there was like, you know, schools for little pockets of communities all across the galaxy, and roasting just caused an intergalactic war? Like, could you imagine that? Could you imagine how non-functional the universe would be? Probably one of the reasons why we're the only people that we've ever came in contact with, because something like that probably would happen. But it's just wild, man. It's just wild. It's just wild that would hurt somebody to their heart, to where all these years later you scorned about it, making podcasts about it. It's like, that's just crazy. It is what it is, though. That's the priority. That's what's important, not white supremacy. So, you know, keep up the podcast. Hope it works. Hope we get liberation through roasting, starting with FBA versus non-FBAs, I guess.
I guess.
You know, it's just wild.
I guess. I ain't got no more words, man.
Me neither. Like, I was kind of speechless throughout this whole thing. It's just like, wow.
Y'all wasn't pushing motherfuckers in lockers. Y'all took that shit. Y'all took that shit. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but getting punched in the face, your life changes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me. All right.
About who's on top. We don't have to worry about what everything is going on and what we got. What we have food in our hand.
Why is it when I go right back in the video, she says something stupid? What do you mean y'all ain't gonna worry about who's on top? Are you crazy? That's called life.
Hey, it's a lot of people that say that kind of thing. We're not gonna worry about this. We not gonna worry has never eliminated a problem, but go ahead and keep on. We not gonna worrying.
Hey, ma'am, let me help you. And I know you probably never thought about this. You know the numbers? I had to take a second because I might be saying some bullshit right now. Hey, why do you think everybody hates the number 1? No. I'm sorry. Why do you think everybody hates the number 0? Because you can't beat it.
It's that purity of oblivion right there. It's nothing, you know what I'm saying?
You put 0 with anything, it'll either elevate it or destroy it.
Right. Look, it don't matter if you multiply 1 or 1,000,000 times 0. What's gonna happen? 0 gonna win.
Oh my God. Thank you. Put a multiplication sign next to a 0. You're fucked.
You're done.
Put a division sign between a 0. You're fucked.
That's too funny.
We don't see 1 wheels. We see 0 wheels. 0 is infinite.
Yeah.
Why did she come on and say something stupid? God is envious of the number 0. 0 should be your God.
That's hilarious. Hey, that's the world is that's the world is mathematically correct, for real. That's why they call 0 the multiplicative identity. It's the only identity. It turns everything it turns everything it touches into it.
Yes.
Be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Don't let us get metaphysical up in here.
Right.
Don't do it. Man, we would fuck with y'all so much.
Because that's where you actually get into what's actually going on, is when you actually start plugging in numbers. not when you start, talking this, worshiping God and this, and like, nah, you start.
Do you
plugging in numbers.
understand when we're done with this conversation, it goes viral? White people gonna start identifying as zeros.
No comment.
What is binary? Don't
What is their melanin count?
Shit.
What does their melanin count identify as?
It has a 0 in it.
There you go. I think it is 0 in most cases.
Oh man. Damn, y'all not ready for this conversation. You see what happens when you fuck around and you get with Rob and you see what happens. You start thinking of this shit again. Like you have those conversations in your head, and then you meet this man make you say it out loud. Like, you know what, that shit is right.
Trying to tell you it's right. You know what I'm saying? Always listen
Somali
to yourself.
against Pan-Africans, a Tory and a kid. Can y'all interview the reparationist perspective? If she's open to it, we can do it.
Who is the reparations perspective?
It's a channel on YouTube where she talks about reparations and black issues. I'm like, if she's open to it, we can do that. We can do that. I think that would be more for Torian than me, because even though I am an advocate for reparations, he's closer to the soil than I am. I think they would have a more in-depth conversation than I would. But hey, suggest it to her and y'all see what pops off. Let's go. Back to, the Tether Rangers. Go ahead.
Money in our pocket. We don't have to worry about that.
God's a loving God, and he just wanted us to,
understand that.
Have a choice.
God worried about money so much he kicked over the money table.
You know what's interesting about God being such a loving God?
He's an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above.
He definitely reigns. How many civilizations has God, quote unquote, had credit for destroying in the Bible?
Shit, the entire earth.
Multiple times, right?
Multiple times. The plagues, the flood.
Yeah.
How many people did God have run outside destroy? Going crazy? Esther.
Right. How many civilizations did the alleged Satan destroy?
We don't know.
You don't hear too much about him in the quote unquote.
He would
holy
destroy
book.
himself if he was banished to the underworld. He's
right.
just destroying himself.
Right.
And you wonder why we call white people Satan.
My milk of magnesia. Oh. After the devil made you, he broke the mold.
Then you got Negroes like that'll open back the gate. Y'all not, you know what? We might have to have that metaphysical conversation.
Yeah, we should have that conversation.
Oh my God, niggas will be here taking notes.
Because like the thing is that most of that kind of stuff, like that whole metaphysical thing, is actually just common sense. When you got to do all this, like you talking about stuff that you can't even prove. When it comes to the basic metaphysical stuff, you can actually prove a lot of that stuff through science, physics, chemistry.
Mm-hmm. Right. Foundational got it right. Jesus is not God, but they think he God. Why? Because he rose up from the dead, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
So Walking Dead should be the greatest show ever to Christians.
That's where you mix that voodoo with Christianity. Voodoo was mixing up chemicals to make people rise from the dead.
Hold on. What's this, Tina? So why do you guys claim to be Catholic and we know damn well the saints that they pray to are damn demons? Because they don't know no better.
Saint Nick and Santa Muerte.
Yeah. Saint Thomas. Saint Seiya. Oh wait, that's an anime, my bad.
According to those religions, you're not supposed to pray to non-divine entities.
Exactly. I thought it said in y'all book, one of the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not worship false idols. Y'all don't even realize how religion has messed y'all up.
That's one of the reasons why I don't deal with religion. That's one of the reasons why I always roast religion every time I get a chance. And I know people will be like, oh, like, you shouldn't be like that and this, that, and the other. But look at everything that's going on in the name of religion. I mean, westward expansion of Europe is something that went on, quote unquote, in the name of religion. The Crusades was something that went on in the name of religion. Both Abrahamic religions, by the way, both of which affected Black people negatively, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened in the name of religion. That's always negative.
Just put religion as a tag. I would just put Christianity as a tag word.
Yeah. I mean, people do the most disgusting things and say that, you know, it was the will of God. I swear, when it comes to people doing crazy stuff, it's either the will of God or the devil made me do it, which if you look at somebody like me that's not religious, I'm looking at that as indiscriminate.
I hear you. That's what I'm saying. It's like, y'all understand that slave manual y'all read is filling your head with lies. I'm not saying you can't follow something as something to help your life stay on the straight and narrow. I'm cool with that. But y'all can't be sitting up in front of no pastor, him telling you what you think you want to hear, but y'all not reading that book and y'all not trying to figure out the book for yourself.
Facts. And follow it. Be consistent with it. Don't just
exactly. Y'all love picking and choosing which verses you want to use.
Exactly.
And then when I hit you with the verse where you don't want to use, you cocksuckers with I hear that shit.
Right.
Don't tell me about no killing and then all through the Bible is nothing but a murder mystery.
Yeah.
Come on now. Your own disciples don't even follow what God teaches you. I'm surprised when y'all get past the 10 Commandments, that book don't burn in your hand.
They sitting there talking about their cultural contributions of criminality and then turn around talking about like, oh, we've lost the way of God. Well, I mean, you know, if you're bragging about cutting people's throats,
you're perverting your own God. Now, which God are you talking about?
Right.
Caesar Borgia or Satan? Let me know. Because if you're talking about Satan, then we understand.
Right. And
but then you ladies, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
Then you ladies come on there talking about, oh, I don't do this, that, and the third. And then you talk about be blessed. Man, if you don't sit down somewhere,
right,
and go get right.
They're not talking about how those organizations like the Rosicrucians, the Priory of Sion, the Council of Nicaea, all of those, like you said, remixed everything.
Mm-hmm. And even you swirlers, yeah, I'm gonna get on you too. Y'all love lionizing that white man, but that white man uses your religion that you love so much to oppress your people. And yes, I know you're gonna tell me that I ain't part of that community. Hey, look, dumb bitch. They're talking about you too. You're Esther to them. I don't even know why my kid is singing right now. At least it ain't no gospel song. But y'all not ready for these conversations. I'm about done with them, with the 5 tether ranges. I'm about done. Because they obviously don't know what they talking about. And it's just regurgitated bullshit that they hear on the internet. Let's play the game. How do I know those experiences you had were true? Oops.
Right.
What's up, Afro?
B1 Afro.
How do we know this?
That's what I'm saying. They never give any names. They never give any locations, never give a school name, never give a year that they graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want anybody following up on any of that kind of information.
I gave you all my information. You would go look this shit up. I remember when 9/11 hit, all the Guyanese in our school had to run from school every day because they thought they were Muslim, or they had to go fight out around the corner. I saw the turn when it was cool to have your flag and tell your people where you're from. When dance hall got popular in the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't want to hear this crap. Just say you were ashamed to be Haitian. Just say it. Because let's tell the truth. Your mom and your dad probably didn't speak that good at English most times. and you were ashamed. Let's tell the truth. It's okay. A lot of us had parents that there was something about our parents we didn't like. We hope somebody else wouldn't see. People still can't believe my dad looks damn near white. But he cool people. It is what it is.
My thing is, people should have enough confidence. You don't have to explain anything about your family to people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why
it's
do you
just,
think I never bring them up? Really, I don't.
Right.
I ain't got
You know
nothing
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
ashamed about.
Like,
They could have been like the propaganda and said, oh shit, you pregnant? Yeah, get rid of that motherfucker. And y'all wouldn't have had a conversation about the number 0.
Right.
Listen, we got to deal with the hand that's dealt with us.
Facts.
We do. We can't pick our parents. We can't pick our life. If you Haitian, be proud of that, but be proud of everything about being Haitian. That even includes the bad parts. All right.
Big
yeah,
facts.
you see FBA lionizing all the great leaders, but guess what? They're going to have to own Crips and Bloods. Do you see them get pissed off about that? No.
People talk about that all the time.
Thank you. Matter of fact, I saw a post on Twitter today that was talking about the Bloods and the Crips. Nobody went in there, and it was, of course, it was a Klan meeting in there, but of course, nobody got mad. Black people weren't in there, but like, it sucks that we had the Bloods and the Crips. No. That's called achieving balance. Why do you think FBA is not that? They're not angry all the fucking time. I'm trying to get Jamaica to that point. But they too damn unserious. That's why a lot of this
and then a lot of it is too, like, instead of looking for internal greatness, a lot of times when people look for external validation, and you're never going to be happy with yourself or have confidence to be around other people if you're constantly looking for external validation. If you got sources of internal greatness, that should be where you draw your strength and your energy from, not necessarily from what other people outside think about you.
That is true. But yeah, so let's check this out. I want to show y'all something because I like how you brought up external validation. Who remembers when the Belle Biv DeVoe was rolled out? How they made a big old deal about that one chick who took the first one. Remember that? She even got a Congressional Medal of Honor. She even got that. How come you don't hear about this chick no more? This is all her. And they so wicked with it, they tried to up her. The Jamaican woman in the States gets the first one. They had to go in Jamaica and said, hey, the nurse got down there, got to be the first one.
Oh, they trying to do the Tuskegee study
Look,
style rollout.
Sandra Lindsay is an intensive care nurse who secured a place in history. What does that mean? I trust science. What does that mean? You did all this and you've been forgotten. I had to go look up who you were. I couldn't even remember your name off top.
Right. She's eternalized on DuckDuckGo.
Thank you. You know, it took me a second to remember this chick's name because they tried to bring her out again. They're trying to bring this chick out again. She became the belle of the ball when Biden got in, and she was gone in 90 days. Now they're trying to bring her back out because they took her book out of school in Florida.
Wow. What was the book that she had that they took out of Florida?
One of her books that she wrote of poems. They're saying that was woke.
Of course. I mean, she's black and she wrote it. That's woke. That's all the criteria necessary.
But ain't nobody checking for her. That's what I'm trying to illustrate here. Ain't nobody checking for her. Did you know Christian Walker said he's leaving politics?
That's probably the best decision for him. But what was his what was his reason for doing it?
Oh, he said some crap. He left Florida and went back to California. He's like, he doesn't want to be that guy. He doesn't want to walk around angry all day. Like, dude, nobody told you to walk around angry.
Yeah, I was about to say,
you could be political and be happy.
Yeah, bro, stop being angry.
You know what I'm saying?
He was mad at his dad.
Right. This is your legacy. Look at the first thing. This is your legacy, sir. You lashed out at your daddy online. That's your legacy. Not you doing something positive for your community. You were going crazy on your daddy. But all right, you right. I guess that balance must have hit you. They'll never get it. Maxwell Jenkins, you leave those fake Maya Angelou poems alone. Come on, did you not know that her poem at the inauguration moved so many souls?
Where'd it move them to?
Shit. Moved them to the middle. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? I need to go get something to eat while everybody watching this. I need to go get something to eat.
Right.
Let me go over to that cafe down the street. Shit. The fuck? I go into one of them British chip shops. They're like, why you ain't at the organization? I don't want to hear that shit.
Where the fuck have you been?
I was listening to some black girl trying to tell us about something. I don't know what she was talking about. But let me get an order.
Right.
We'll skip on that malt vinegar. You heard what I said. My head hurts.
I bet.
My head hurts. I can't believe I actually said, and we're not even done.
How much more we got?
Shit, I don't want to finish it. I got probably another 40 minutes.
Ooh.
30 minutes. I don't even want to hear no more. Until they resolve their trauma, they should never be on this man's podcast again. South Florida got plenty of therapists.
Nice offices with wonderful
Matter
scenery.
Fact, I'm finna help y'all because I know they broke. Somebody, one of y'all got the Hulu app. I need y'all to go watch the Gold Girls episode where Dorothy's son was going to marry the black chick. Only reason why I'm saying that is, who remembers the scene when Blanche and Rose came out in blackface?
I'm definitely not surprised by that.
Because they were trying to get right. And they walked in with blackface when the black chick and her mama were there. And I think one of her aunts were there. And they came out the kitchen with blackface on. That will help your childhood trauma. Then what I'm going to need y'all to do after that is I'm going to need y'all to go online, go on YouTube, and sit and listen to, I don't know how you're going to find this, but find videos of people talking about growing up in the 90s in black neighborhoods. And I guarantee you the through line will be like, you had to roast every day, you had to fight every day. And I bet you them people became successful.
And I
because
bet
if
you a lot
can't
of them
take
still
guff
cool
off
with
your
their
own people that
childhood
you
friends.
look like, if you can't take guff off people that have your melanin count, how the hell you gonna fight white supremacy?
Right.
Who are more ruthless? Who will use the N-word to stir you up? Because they're terrible at roasting. They'll use the N-word in stats. And they know you're so emotionally broken that you're gonna fall for it.
Yep. You see it happen.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think when they try it with us, we just hit them with stats back and then they get mad?
Big mad.
That's why I said when I do that Rumble show,
bad.
when I do that Rumble show, showing them, being one with nature, they ain't gonna like it. I'm probably gonna get thrown off Rumble for that.
They'll be all right.
Yeah. But for the 5 of y'all, this is what we're gonna do. Because I gotta get up out of here. This is what we're gonna do for the 5 of y'all.
Now get out, man. 2 of you are fucking up a nice day.
Facts.
They're never gonna learn. Black Light.
That brother told the truth.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate the invite, brother.
Yeah. Monday is CARICOM Day. This is gonna be, man, we're gonna have fun with that. It's been a while coming, but yeah, we got to go over CARICOM. That's a good way to end off the month. And then July comes. July 3rd, we will have an Independence Day stream. That is going to be so much fun. We're going to help white people celebrate the Independence Day.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about all the crimes they commit and look at what they did on Independence Day. Oh, my God.
Will you like to be on that show?
Oh, I'm down, bro. I'll stream it from the Crimecast channel.
Oh, my God. Surviving the fireworks.
Surviving Independence.
Surviving Independence Day. There you go. We'll even put a picture of those city destroyers from the movie, and we'll just put white people faces all in it.
put their faces on them spaceships that came down in Independence Day.
I'm sure they did, Arlaz. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did get rid of it. Because, some black folk were, they call it, offended. Bet you they didn't take the one off the office, though. They didn't. Let's do it.
See, I think they tricked people into this whole, people being offended by certain stuff, and then having those people advocate for the removal of it. There's a lot of people that tend to disagree with me about this, but if you ask me, like, it's very important to allow people to be as disgusting as they can possibly be, and people gather the receipts of it. Because what's actually going on now is that all of these efforts of people, being emotional and being upset and hearing people say and do these particular things, and now they're allowing all these companies to wipe all of this information from the archives. You have the Democrats, which is the cancel culture, cancel mob, working hand in hand with the Republicans, where they're going around erasing everything. And now, as a result of what's erased, the Republicans are saying this stuff is woke, and they're overcompensating on things that happened in the past. It's something that they're doing together at the same time, working with each other. And it doesn't seem like people are really peeping it. So it's like, we need to actually keep this stuff around, because if we don't keep it around, y'all are going to say that it doesn't happen. And then when we bring it up, you're going to say that it's woke.
You know what else is woke? This! That's woke. Hey, that show was based in South Florida.
Yeah,
why didn't you go fight Betty White and Rue McClanahan? Why did y'all go fight them? This was the 80s. Your parents should have went and fought them.
They was busy watching it on TV.
Shit, every Saturday night on NBC.
They was stuck in front of the TV watching it.
7 seasons. Oh no, I get it. Sophia was the black chick, right? That's right, because she was Sicilian. That means Dorothy. Well, we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. Y'all not ready for that conversation. If y'all gonna take Sophia, you gotta accept Dorothy. She has Sicilian. Actually, she full. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to take her. Y'all not ready for that conversation, though.
Yeah, they're not ready for it.
Y'all taking Don Cheadle from Golden Palace? Y'all taking him, or y'all gonna say he was cooning too much?
Man, that's funny. Wasn't Don Cheadle on an episode of
Nah, he was on the spinoff for the 2 seasons.
Well, on what Golden Girls?
Golden Palace. When they after
he was
they,
on the actual episode though too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did one episode.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
As a different character, you know how they do it,
right?
But then they were like, "Oh, we like you so much. Would you like to come over to CBS with us? Because we're gonna take all that intellectual property to CBS, and we're gonna make a whole show about them owning a hotel on the beach, and you get to be the black guy that's the face of the beach, of the beachfront hotel, and you get to get into shenanigans. And for the first 13 episodes, you will have a white adopted son.
What?
Yeah, he had a white kid who was his adopted son, and then they got rid of him because you know how they used to do with them shows. You need a kid to spike the ratings, and everybody hated the kid, so they said, "All right, we're gonna have to get rid of the kid."
The kid was messing up, huh?
Yeah, the kid he was out of place. It's supposed to be like
he
an
didn't
adult
shoot
drama,
up-
but you have a kid there.
Thank goodness he didn't shoot up the set.
Shit, well, the world would have been correct. Yes, yes. Who remembers John Cheadle in The Golden Girl?
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, he was on there.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about Golden Palace too.
I don't remember Golden Palace.
We finna show you. We finna
Oh,
show you before we
Lord.
get up out of her. We finna show you. Look at this here, family. Who remembers this? I think they still have the episodes on YouTube. There you go. That's y'all's John Cheadle and Cheech Marin.
That's wild.
Yes, sir.
Cheech was on there too.
Yeah, he was the cook. His name was Chewy. Because of course they couldn't give him a regular name like Roberto or Hector. They had to call him Chewy. Chewy Gonzalez. Castillo. Yeah, Chewy Castillo.
Ain't that one of those Chicago politicians named Chewy?
I think so.
Yeah.
There you go. We're gonna hit y'all with this one. And they went and remixed the theme song. Yes, I do remember that episode with the Confederate flag. Blanche wanted to hang it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when her and Don Cheadle was going back and forth, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was a great episode. That'll stir some emotions in you. Oh, by the way, hey, before we go, hey, South Florida Haitians, y'all so upset at what FBA doing. Do you know that at the border of Georgia and Florida, they have a big old Confederate flag right there? Do y'all know this? I don't hear y'all talking about that. But I bet if they put the FBA flag there, y'all would have all type of trouble, right?
Oh man, it'll be let me shut up.
Yeah, let me go. Let me go. Here they come. Here they come. They just got out of church. Here they come. All right, y'all. I'm going to the plantation. Rob is probably going to load up another video.
I might not. I think I'm actually about to go eat some junk food that I shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, me too. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Yo, appreciate you letting me on, Gravity.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
All
I'll
right,
catch
y'all.
you later.
Yes, sir. Take care. Stay safe, everybody. Y'all know what to do when the agitators of peace come to mess up your existence, and they bring Caribbean people with them, like Candace Owens.